Alright, you guys, so basically this is what I'm knocking out in the morning. Cleaned up the house a little bit, just cooked up some breakfast, you know what I'm saying? I had to whip up pineapple. I have some that I'm gonna store away, you know, so that I don't have to cut that up later. And then I have some that I'm gonna eat actually for breakfast. So get some fruits or veggies in the morning, man. You need some to really power you up, you know what I'm saying? Hey guys, so I'm walking my dog right now. You know, kind of a gloomy day. It's usually not as gloomy, but it's a sad day, I guess, you know? It's summer's coming to an end. Hear the chopper? Dude, I've been hearing helicopters outside every single day, and I don't even know why. It's kind of crazy. Personally, I love these walks. Like, they make my day so much better. It's like a great time for me to clear my mind when I'm walking my dog, you know? And I get to bring you guys along too. Check it out, check it out, check it out. One of the reasons it's so cool to walk out here is because there's so much to see. It's the city, for crying out loud. Like, yeah, I love it. LA, I would recommend it. People say it's too crowded. People say don't come. Don't listen to them. They're haters. I say you should come. LA is fun, man. I'm enjoying it. It is hot weather out here. Although today is not as hot as it usually would be for 10 a.m. Usually at 10 a.m. it's like 80, 90 degrees outside. Right now, I think we're like in like 75 or so. So we chilling. I ain't sweating just yet. Because usually by now, I'm sweating, bro. Guys, I spoke way too early about not sweating. I am like just dripping in sweat right now. It started to get hot real quick. Real quick. Like a 30-minute difference in time outside here in LA makes a huge difference as far as how hot it'll get. Cause it was literally like not even sunny outside when I was walking out there when I first went out. Then like a couple minutes later it just gets hot and I'm sweating and I'm like, ah! Yo, this I8 is saucy. Alright, so I know you're wondering, now you're probably like, alright man, tell me how much you make. What are you making on YouTube? This whole video is about how much I make on YouTube, which by the way, the car that's not mine, what I use for the thumbnail, a little bit of clickbait. Oh well, man, can you really hate me? But look, let's break it down. How much do I make on YouTube? Is it enough to actually like make a living? Is it enough to actually have a career out of it? Let's kind of talk more in detail about personally what I make. So first and foremost, so that we're on the same page, I have two channels, right? This channel that you're watching right now, and then I have my other channel, Mr. THC, which is a little bit under 200,000 subscribers, but I've been doing that channel for about a year now. So when I first started making content, I was making no money, mainly because the content that I was producing was not monetizable. You know, like my entire first channel, Mr. THC, I didn't make $1 off monetization. So for a couple months, I was just investing money, I was producing videos, and I was making no money. A lot of people thought I was crazy. Man, honestly, I thought I was crazy because I'm like, how do I keep doing this insanity and I'm not making any money? But I don't know, I guess I just really enjoy what I did, you know? I was a fan of the type of content I was producing, so I kept putting it out. And sooner than later, I had my first few sponsorship deals start coming in. Now, when my first sponsorship deal came in, I didn't really know how to take it. See, these companies are slick. When they see you coming up and they're like, oh, this person doesn't really know what they're worth, or they don't really know how this whole game works, they hit you with really low ball numbers. That's kind of what happened to me, you know? I want to say I had around, oh man, how many subscribers did I have when I had like my first real sponsorship deal? Maybe like 50,000 subscribers? Yeah, I think it was about 50,000 subscribers. Oh, like somebody's actually coming down. I didn't think anybody would come down here. But yeah, so I had about 50,000 subscribers. I got my first sponsorship deal, and it was under $1,000. It wasn't a whole lot of money. I think that was the only sponsorship deal I got that entire month. But I remember being so excited about this sponsorship deal that I actually convinced my mom and my grandpa to help me make a viral video. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. That video got almost 1 million views. It did amazing. So I was able to take this piece of work that I did for this company, and I was able to show it to other companies to be like, hey, look, this is what I do. You know, this is what I've been doing. So my first month, I made about $800. Bah. This is my first month getting paid, by the way, not my first month on YouTube. This is my first month actually getting paid. Again, not monetized. This is just strictly off companies paying me, right? A company paying me, basically. One company paying me that. So I get 800 bucks. I'm really happy about it. I think what did I do with that money? I don't even remember what I did with it. But it started getting better, guys. Next month I had 2 sponsorship deals, and this time I didn't charge them $800. You know, I ended up charging them a little bit more, and I ended up coming out with $2,000 the following month after I made $800. So now I'm up $2,800. 2 months of making money on YouTube. Pretty happy about it, man. Like, this is from somebody who had a job at some point. I couldn't even imagine that. I couldn't even believe, I'm sorry, I'm out of words right now, but I couldn't even believe that I was making this type of money off posting videos of me being myself, you know. And the companies were loving it. Videos were catching traction. Things are working out at this point. So now fast forward again, every month I kind of slowly but surely I'm increasing how much I'm making, right? What's amazing is that I'm consistently every single month catching these sponsorship deals, and I realized that to stay alive on YouTube, I needed sponsorship deals with Mr. THC because I had no monetization coming in. It was the only way I was gonna make money. So I ended up building myself a team with, you know, shout out to the homie Luke if he watches this. But I ended up getting Luke on my team, and Luke has been working with me side by side, helping me work with a lot of different companies, and that's kind of how I started getting a little more momentum. So now, to overall give you guys an understanding of what I'm making with Mr. THC today, fast forward, you know, months after my first sponsorship deal, this month, you know, and I want to thank God because it wouldn't have been possible without God. I made close to $8,000 so far. It's the 22nd of the month, and it's the most I've ever made in 1 month. I've never made this much money in a month, and I'm just blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm making this video more or less because, I don't know, if you stick to you, man, things are gonna work out, you know. And now I have this channel, Louis Vlogs, which is a pretty small channel so far, but it's okay. I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm putting in a lot of work and effort into it. But so far with this channel, I'm under $1,000 still as far as what it's produced. But it really only started accumulating money, I want to say, like last month. So within a month, I made a little under $1,000 on this channel here. But that's something, bro. Like, I don't think people understand, like, all these little bits of money just kind of start adding up, and if you keep grinding at it, it'll work out. Like, before you know it, you're really gonna be making some serious money. And I look at the people that did, you know, this whole vlogging, camera, documentation, lifestyle, and where they went in a couple years, and most of them, for the most part, if they stuck through it and they were authentic with themselves, I feel like they succeeded. You know, a lot of them have multiple channels so that they don't get bored of making the same kind of content, and I guess that's kind of where I'm at right now. But again, guys, I'm sharing all this information with you guys not in the most humble way possible. You know, dude, to me, like, making this kind of money, like, I'm still in debt. Even if I made $8,000 this month, like, I paid a huge chunk of debt, but I still got debt. I'm still paying massive bills out here just to live in Los Angeles. So sometimes what you make, you know, it could be a lot, but at the end of the day, we all got bills. We're all human beings. We're all pushing through life. I am still very much, I would say, broke because I'm still in debt, man. You know, I'm still as human as everybody else, just trying to get by. But I feel like I found me, you know? I feel like I found the kind of content, like, not even the content. I just feel like I found my journey in life. How about that? That feels good, just saying that. I found my journey. And at some point, it's not about how much I make. It's about, like, how happy I am doing it and the impact that I'm having on people. And that's what I'm doing right now, you know? And that feels amazing, bro. I wanted to answer a few questions for you guys about YouTube money before I let you guys go, because I'm just trying to think about it from, you know, the perspective of somebody who's never done this. So, how reliable is YouTube money? Look, it is not the most reliable money out there. It's almost like, it feels like to me like a very much of a gamble. Because sometimes, I mean, at the end of the day, you're still relying on this platform to pay you out, whatever. Like, a lot can happen. It's a lot of things that can happen that are out of your control. They might decide to pay you less on a video. You thought you were going to get paid more, etc. A lot of things can happen, right? Scenario, maybe you don't get sponsorships in a whole month. Who knows? But at the end of the day, I feel like it's one of those situations like any other business. Nothing is guaranteed, and you got to get up and really hustle for that. Like, if you don't hustle for yours, you're not gonna get it here. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I've seen a lot and kind of noticed that people have questions on is like, would you recommend that, you know, would I recommend that somebody go start a channel to try to make money, try to make a career? And I feel like a lot of people would say, no, don't start YouTube to try to make money, which you probably shouldn't. Like, if you're in need of money, I wouldn't recommend going this route, because this route takes a while for the money to start coming in. But I wouldn't say that you shouldn't look at it as like, hey, one day this, you know, this is gonna pay me, or you shouldn't treat it like a business, because you can treat it like a business, and you can decide that you're gonna go hard at it, and you're gonna view the analytics every single day so that you can try your best to grow, whatever, right? But I feel like you should go at YouTube with the intentions to have fun. And then you should also study what the business side of YouTube is, you know, so that you can learn and improve your craft, because everybody's doing it different, man. And there's YouTubers out there making millions of dollars a month, a day. I think Jay Paul, when he was selling merch, he said that at some point he was consistently making over $1 million a day. Consistently, back to back, over $1 million a day. So, you know, obviously there's a lot of things out there. I think at the end of the day, however much money you make on YouTube is determined more on yourself and how bad you want it, how innovating you are, you know, how much you're willing to innovate the game, man, because it's a lot of competition out there, bro. And then this is like the last question. How hard is it to actually get paid on YouTube? Like, how long does it usually take? And that really varies still, you know. I think that it could take a long time if you're not motivated and you don't have the belief that you're gonna get there. But if you do and you grind your ass off, if you try your best to get, you know, plugged in so you can do collabs, so you can get shout outs, so you can be around bigger people that can really help you grow your platform, then you should go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could work. You really could make a living doing what you love. But like everything, man, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Roll the dice, have a little bit of faith, have some hope, and take some risk, man. Because if you're not willing to do that, I don't know where you're gonna end up, man. You're gonna end up comfortable as doing the same things you're already used to, which, why? When you can really live your dream. That's what I recommend, at least, man. It is your boy, Louis. I love you. Thank you so much for watching, man. I'm out.